You know that feeling like the future is just arriving faster than you can possibly prepare for it? Well, the great news is you don't need a university degree or a huge corporate budget to get ready. In this explainer, we're going to break down the essential skills for 2026 that you can start learning today, right from your own home. It's so easy to think that 2026 is still way off in the distance, but the pace of things now, it's just around the corner. Change isn't just happening, it's happening exponentially. And the world of work, what we do, how we do it, is going to look profoundly different in just a couple of years. Okay, I know a statement like that can sound a little intimidating. I get it. But here's the twist. It's actually the setup for some incredibly empowering news. See, the skills that will truly matter in this new era, they aren't locked away behind university gates or corporate firewalls. Nope. They're accessible to pretty much anyone with an internet connection and a spark of curiosity. So, where do we even start? Well, not by trying to compete with AI. That is a losing game. The first and maybe the most crucial skill is learning to work with it, to collaborate with these incredibly powerful new tools. Think of it this way. Knowing how to use AI in 2026 is going to be as fundamental as knowing how to use the internet is today. It's just not optional. It's all about asking the right questions. It's the difference between asking an AI to, say, write a marketing plan versus asking it to write a 3-month social media marketing plan for a new vegan coffee shop that's targeting 20 to 30-year-olds, focusing on Instagram Reels and local community engagement. One gets you a generic, useless document. The other gets you a real strategy. What's so interesting here is this shift from searching to communicating. The key skill isn't learning to code anymore. It's about learning to clearly articulate your goals. It's a brand new kind of conversation. And honestly, the better you get at it, the more powerful your results are going to be. And you know, a huge part of that conversation involves data. For decades, making sense of some complex spreadsheet was a job for specialists, for experts. But that barrier, it's completely dissolving. Data is how modern decisions get made, and now we all get to be fluent. And this shows you exactly how. You can now use AI tools to sift through mountains of information, find those hidden trends, highlight the key insights, and help you make smart, data-driven conclusions. It's literally like having a world-class data scientist on your team 24/7. All right, so we can collaborate with machines. What's next? Well, empowering ourselves. This whole section is about building our own digital tools and, just as importantly, learning how to protect ourselves in this new world. You know, this might be one of the most quietly revolutionary changes of our lifetime. The idea that you had to be a software engineer to build an app or a website, well, that's officially outdated. The rise of no-code and low-code platforms is an absolute game changer for creativity and entrepreneurship. And it really is becoming this simple. Let's say you have an idea for a neighborhood tool-sharing app, or maybe a personal portfolio website. You can now use these really intuitive platforms to visually design it, you can assemble it with drag and drop blocks, and then you publish it to the world. It's all about turning your vision into a real working product without writing a single line of code. But as we build and live more and more of our lives online, a huge new responsibility pops up. Protecting our digital identity, our data, our privacy, it's not just a good idea anymore. It is an essential survival skill for the modern world. So here's the thing. You don't need to become some elite hacker to stay safe. You just need to be aware. This means learning to spot those fake login emails, using a password manager instead of the same password everywhere, and just understanding the basics of who can see your data. These are simply the new rules of the road. Okay, our third skill set is all about turning what you already know into something valuable. Let's dig into how you can create and share your unique expertise right from home. For years, creating content felt like it was all about having the best camera, the fanciest microphone, the most expensive gear. Well, that era is over. With AI handling a lot of the heavy lifting on the production side, the real value in 2026 is what's in your mind, your ability to explain ideas with real, high-value clarity. And just look at how AI can amplify your voice. Whether you're making educational videos, writing insightful newsletters, or producing social media content, AI can co-write scripts, it can edit footage, it can generate visuals, all of which lets your unique expertise reach a way wider audience than ever before. This leads to another really profound shift. In a world where there's infinite free information everywhere, what are people desperately searching for? Structure. They don't just want facts, they want a roadmap. They are more than willing to pay for a clear path through all the noise. And that is where you come in. If you know something well,
Could be baking, financial planning, gardening, even a piece of software. You can package that knowledge. You can turn it into an online course, offer structured coaching sessions, or create helpful digital guides. You already have the raw material.
Okay, so we've got AI collaboration, we've got digital mastery, and creating value. But there is one foundational skill that underpins everything else. You might call it the one skill to rule them all. So I'll ask you, what do you think it is? With everything we've just talked about, what's the one ability that makes sure you can thrive no matter what comes next? It's this: adaptability. The single most critical skill for the future isn't a specific tool or a piece of software, it's a mindset. It's the core human ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Put simply, it's learning how to learn. And this isn't just some vague concept, right? Adaptability is an active process. It means practicing how to pick up new skills quickly. It means using AI as your own personal tutor to explain complex topics. And it means mastering the art of directing your own learning journey on your own terms.
I want you to really let this one sink in. In a world that is constantly changing, the ultimate competitive advantage isn't what you know right now, it's how fast you can learn whatever you need to know next.
So how do you start? You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need some grand, complicated plan. You just need to begin. Right from your desk, right from your home. Pick one thing. Spend 30 minutes on it today. Start small, but be relentlessly consistent. Because by 2026, you're not going to be chasing opportunities. They'll be looking for you. Just remember this one thing. The future doesn't belong to a specific location. It belongs to the learners.